Do it.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
you are now live for whenever you want to do that.
oh,
wait,
okay.
are we
Are we-
re-rolling? Figure
Yeah.
out who's recapping?
We are now. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, I guess.
Well, I thought that was what that was earlier. I'm so
Yeah,
confused.
that's.
No, I thought so. She's making so it's.
Yeah, I was saying both of you do it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
That was how I interpreted that.
Yeah.
Come to an agreement. It
You
has
want to
been-
recap the first part? I'll recap the second? Or you want me to recap the
Um,
first part? Where you got drunk?
Ennis made some bad decisions. She drank a lot of 1,000-year-old wine out of glass
Cute.
bottles that looked like a hamster and a bag of popcorn somehow. She complained to Aiden about how she doesn't want to choose between the boys and then promptly passed out.
And then Aiden tried to put her to bed and finally connected 2 and 2 that Bella's her servant. He had a big boy brain moment. And Diana showed up. She woke up Annis, and then she went off with Belle, and then Annis went off to sleep. And Aiden was like, I gotta talk to my boy for a bit, and I'm gonna sleep out here and wait. And then I woke up and Aiden didn't see Lupin or Catherine yet, so he sent a sending. They're like, "We'll be back soon." And everyone was prepping for like a meeting, and they got in the kitchen, and
I made a lot of coffee
A lot
for
of coffee.
Penelope, and then a medium amount of coffee for everyone else,
facts,
and a lot of breakfast.
yeah, and we eventually got Nina back and everyone into the room, and Aiden's just kind of a little overwhelmed currently. He's got her clutched. He's not really presently in conversations. He's just at his like the cup is full currently for him. So everyone else is kind of really going over plans and what they're trying to figure out, and he's just vibing there for a moment. And then Nina was like, "The butcher has no balls." He caught on his beautiful hearing, and yeah, and I think y'all convinced Lupin and Catherine like they should totally stay and get some treasure here, and they were like, "Yeah, we want to do that."
So I offered potions of underwater breathing and let them know that Camelot is in our lake now.
Yeah.
We tried to discuss strategy, but we really only just came to the conclusion that we don't have enough. We don't have enough information, so we're, I guess, going to Residuum, and Penelope's going to send some letters.
There's a terrifying fucking owl.
She's had a long night.
Holy shit, that is terrifying.
Wow.
Holy shit. I'm scared.
You should
Look,
be.
don't piss off my mom.
I mean, that is also very fucking accurate. She's terrifying when she's mad, so this might be
I mean,
very true.
It's important to remember that owls are actually horrifying.
I like owls.
Like in
okay?
nature. No, they're adorable and they're horrifying. They swoop down and decapitate things.
You know, yeah, that's you. Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, Penelope brought up she was gonna send letters to other masters. Yeah, make them
Try and form
connection.
an alliance to try and form some sort of alliance against the butcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have like, you know, plots of grenades and guns that apparently we're gonna use eventually.
And at some point, Anis is going to try to see about redirecting some ley lines away from the Einosh forest.
Oh yeah, and lead them somewhere else on an also go somewhere else kind of chase.
We can do that at the same time that we're leading the butcher on a wild goose.
It really is 2 wild goose chases.
He's for everyone.
Yeah.
21 geese.
All the geese.
Peace was never an option.
No, look, I took the fucking subdomain of peace, and Aiden's like, the peace is not an option anymore. It really is unentitled goose arc. He's learning.
You're now
So,
an
yeah.
Oathbreaker cleric.
Yeah, I think that was it. I think we got most of the major stuff that happened last week.
Yeah.
Hemlock is back. We're feeding him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, a lot of people are here. A lot of eating is happening. People have slept. People have rested. Um, we will pick up where we left off, which is uh, Aiden, you have just heard Nina make a comment under her voice with your amazing giant horse ears.
Look,
Um,
they do be big ears. Yeah, he's listening to her like super intently. Like he stops trying to feed her for a moment.
he's wrong. That's not how
He,
you move.
you talking about where he's stitched together?
It's it's not. That's not how it moves. That's not how people move.
How is he moving?
When I She looks around for a second, almost out of habit, and then just sort of shrugs. I have to watch people to learn how they move so that I can do the same thing.
Mhm.
Arm is an arm, leg is a leg. Sometimes it's a little bigger, sometimes it's a little longer, but it's the same. But he's different. He doesn't move like that. He doesn't move like he's a person.
Well, he's stolen a lot of pieces that aren't his, that he's tried to make his own, and that may be a part of it.
But when he moves his arm, it doesn't bend the right way. When he moves his leg, it doesn't bend the right way. It's it's little, but I see it all the time. And
Did I did it start recently, or was this all along?
I every
He,
time I've seen him, it's like he it's like all of the parts of him are moving by themselves. They're not moving from one place.
Aiden kind of looks up to Annis and Penelope and Diana, and it's like, if this has been all along, then that's one. Well, okay, actually, I want a history. Like, did it seem like everything moved in unison when he saw him on the boat, and then once again in Shalara's lair?
You could try. Yeah. See how well you remember.
It's a fucking 18.
You didn't notice anything weird?
Okay, so me, the person, and him are putting in some thoughts right now on this matching up. So he looks to them and he goes, "If he needed upkeep with his body parts, we killed his doctor. He might not be able to keep it all together.
What?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We killed Shalara, and she
Yeah.
was the one that stitched all of those parts onto him.
Oh, the butcher. You're
Right?
talking about the butcher.
Yes,
Gotcha.
and if he
Yeah.
is moving wrong now, because I don't remember him not moving in unison like this, if he's not able to hold it together because she's gone, we've already partially damaged him.
So is that what Nina was saying? That something is weird about him?
Yes. Oh, sorry. He relays back over because she's probably very quiet right now. His body's not moving right. It's like they're acting as individual pieces.
That's
And
creepy. Hmm. So the pieces he stole from Phantasmals are rebelling again.
potentially.
Hmm.
And he's got no way to keep it in check without someone who has her ability.
Hmm. Well, sucks for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think they fit.
No, they don't. and they don't belong there. And he just cradles her closer. That's good to know. We might be able to get him at the seams.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had planned on it before, but, it just means it makes my job easier.
Man, it sucks we don't know anyone who knows how to sew.
Is she saying this sarcastically? Okay.
No, she's saying that seriously. She does not know how to sew.
Aiden has literally sewed outfits for her, remember?
Oh,
Gestures to Kwaku, who she is sitting next to. Just
Yeah.
uncomfortably close next to, apparently, according to the grid.
look, I take no credit for how Penelope is acting at this very second
Yeah,
because
I
Starts to gesture to Belle and then is like, no, wait.
Yeah, I was
okay,
like,
hold on. Retroactively, I'm happy that Diana said that, but that was not the Diana voice. There we
okay,
go.
yeah, Diana makes more sense.
Commit
Yeah.
to it. Penelope is
So
both overcaffeinated and exhausted, clearly.
she got a full night's sleep.
Did she, though?
She got a full night's sleep.
Did she?
She had plenty of time. She had plenty of time to get perfect amounts of sleep.
And also get nasty?
And also spend time with her loved one.
Get nasty. Gotcha.
Oh my god. Point is,
We're doing great this morning, you guys. We're doing great.
look, I can't help it. I've got like 500 things on my plate right now.
And this just goes back to Eden. We can hear someone typing.
Sorry.
All right, so basically,
Butch is falling apart at the seams because we killed his doctor,
Mm-hmm.
so Butcher fucked around and found out.
basically.
Okay. That's good actually.
Man, he already had a reason to hate us, but now
Ooh, spicy.
now he
Yeah.
has an even more of a reason.
Yeah. Shit.
So he's not as big of a threat. He's obviously still a big threat. He can apparently just cause magic to not work around him if we give him his powers back, but it's his servant, and we're back again to square one.
There's
Maybe we dig a bunch of pits and fill them all with grenades. And then I can just use hallucinatory terrain to make it look like a field that is perfectly normal and does not have pits full of grenades in. And then like those cartoons, the Looney Tunes, where she'll just fall into a grenade pit and explode and climb out, and then fall into another grenade pit and explode again and climb out, and eventually it'll start doing damage.
I mean,
as
Go
long as
ahead.
what? Oh, I was gonna say, if you can actually make the terrain look different, I have a proposition for you in the future. I need time, but if holy power is what really messes him up,
Well, him. For the servant, she's going to. I mean, it really depends on who she is, but she's at the very least not going to take a lot of damage from magical attacks, being a servant.
I have some ideas, and out of character, I actually have to ask and get them fine-tuned, so I can't really be like, "Yo, dog, here's everything." In character, he's like, "My mind is, when you, like, need to run a lot, not think about anything for a minute? Like, my mind's at that zone. I've kinda it's out in the fields right now.
You need to go take a shower.
Or, just do some running. We've all done
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Mindless exercise. The problem is we
but
can't really be mindless right now. We have to be very mindful of where we're going.
well, it's mindless full of mindful things. It's
We
it's
certainly need information. And we should probably be leading the butcher and his servant on a wild goose chase.
I have a question really quick for you, Diana.
Oh, sorry.
She's
I was like, okay,
she's
they're
like,
talking. Sorry, I was like, okay, they're talking. I can go and deal with the kittens really quick.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we made the mistake of buying them a pop-up tunnel
Oh no.
that has catnip in it.
Oh
You bought
no.
them a drug tunnel?
Yeah.
I bought them a drug tunnel because they had one at the little cat boarding place that they just fell in love with.
Because it's a drug tunnel.
Yeah.
Because it's a drug tunnel. Anyway.
Yeah,
Oh goodness. Okay.
The most secret of tunnels.
Okay. Diana time. Here we go. All right. What?
Your passage ability, is that just you can pick however many people? Does it have to be willing? Can you take people if they're, unconscious?
I mean, I've never tried to drag an unconscious body through before. I don't think I have. But I don't see why it wouldn't work.
The way we can find out.
Or, I mean, I've never tried to drag anyone through the water who wasn't willing.
All right.
But once again, I don't know why it wouldn't work. We can test
that theory. Looks
I-
over the book. I need you to, be as wily as possible and help Diana test that theory, please.
What?
Exactly.
Are you saying that we should knock him out, an elf? Or that he should knock someone else out so that we can test if unconscious people can go.
More like
I don't do unconscious.
No, don't be unconscious. Be unwilling.
Oh, okay. you know you can't tell someone to be unwilling, right? It doesn't work.
Just
yeah, that's fine.
Look, you do it with everything else, okay?
We can put you to sleep, big guy.
Do you think I'm going to drag 8,000 pounds of horse ass through the water willingly? At that point, I'm unwilling.
I was like, if we can just test that theory, that would help with a lot of things.
Yeah, what do you need this for?
Travel.
Travel with who? With where?
Out of character. Ideas I need to get sorted with the DM.
Also out of character, you could ask one of the 3 ladies of the lake who's here right now how it works.
I'm
Morgan is there.
Like,
oh, you know what? That is fair. Looks over to Morgan.
Morgan is sitting there, like
I was like, I figured Diana might know.
Look, Diana probably sorry, I just started saying that in the Diana voice.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go around with it. Diana probably knows, but you know what? Morgan is over there, and she understands this ability better than I do.
That's fair. He just looks.
Doesn't matter if I've been able to do this for a good 10 years or so at this point. Half the time I don't even understand shit. So
we're doing great.
Maybe ask someone who's been able to do this for a very long time.
We're doing great.
Okay,
Look, I had a night, okay?
So you're abducting bodies in the night, are you?
I had a damn good night after I made sure you were in bed, but not my bed.
Yeah, he looks at her. He's like, I mean, can you do that ability? I would assume yes. And can you take someone through that's unwilling?
I thought you were the one who says consent like every 10 minutes.
Well, yes. However, this is the one situation where consent doesn't happen because, unfortunately, whether the butcher likes it or not, I'm going to beat his face in. So, no consent needed.
Interesting morality you have there.
Well, when you kill everybody around you and are an evil piece of work, stealing body parts of everyone you love, I think morality will understand.
I'm not judging you. I'm just pointing out hypocrisy. Anyway, if you're asking if you can kidnap people away through the water, probably, but may not have the result you're going for. Unless your goal is to also drown them.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if that happened, but I don't think he'll drown. but good to know. And he mentally checks off a note in his head.
Is that the
Okay, but
mental
Ivan, what
note
the
of
actual fuck?
don't take unconscious people through water?
I didn't say they'd be unconscious. I just said they'd be unwilling. But
I
yes, I think like at this point y'all can understand he is irritable, he is tired, he is angry, and he has a lot of built up rage against
Right.
the butcher right now.
I will remind you that when they do the going through the water thing,
Yeah.
that is effectively a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it
So
takes more than a few seconds.
yeah,
It's not like an action. Okay,
you don't just
that
get
was
to
my question.
spring out of the water and then grab people and then pull them back in like some kind of commando.
That's what I wanted to figure out because it seemed
Yeah,
like it was only taking an action, but I did not know.
it's because you're never in combat when it's happened, so it doesn't really matter.
That would be
Yeah,
why. Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. That answers a question then.
If you're curious, this is kind of alluding back to the idea of the like the various fairy creatures that lure you into the water and you like ride on them and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not there yet, but I'm very close to figuring out how to do that thing where you open up a tree. And for that, it's just a portal. So if I can figure out how to do that, we can just throw the butcher in.
That would work too.
But I'm not there yet. I need a little bit more time, experience.
Let's just
Maybe
say
go
if
to the
we can
next
just
level with my
Oh my god.
druiding.
Oh my god. So Aiden points out as like you all have been trying to find a way to separate him from his servant. There is no better way than to just throw him through a portal to another area. You can just
If we
cut
can
him
figure
off.
out. We
Yeah.
can figure out how to do it. I don't have the transport via plant scroll anymore, right? It got used up.
You used it
It
up,
got all
yeah.
the way back into
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a
That's what
good
I
use
thought.
of it though.
It
Oh
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely was. But yeah, that was one of the things was like we can separate him if we take him through the water or through a tree.
The only person I know of that can do that is Lucretia, and I don't think she's allowed to do that for us. So
Nope.
I just need a little bit more time to figure it out.
All right. Yeah, so he lays that out there, but he's pretty much his mind is just wandering back to Nina at this point. So he kind of just goes quiet again, and he's spending his time with her.
Out of character, can you guys hear like bells ringing in the distance?
Nope.
Slamming cat
Okay,
noises.
good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
They're having a field day in the other room. I hope the
Oh.
recording's not picking that up.
I do not hear it.
Cool.
It's WrestleMania. So I I think what needs to happen now, because you guys are wanting to go to Residuum.
Seems a good as place as any to look for information.
If you guys don't mind waiting just a little bit, I can get those letters sent out and then come with you.
Yeah.
I don't
Sure.
I don't know that I have anywhere that I don't have anything that I'm gonna need to do immediately. And it's probably gonna be a good idea for me to talk to Lucretia before things start getting too crazy.
Definitely. We can look around for information and whatnot. See if we can find some helpful items, maybe. How long do you think it'll be? I think I have time to brew a potion. Relax.
Well, give me 2 seconds and I can find out. And she's going to do a sending. To her mom.
Gasp.
Are you typing it out?
No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think of.
I don't know if we need
what
to
to
do our
say.
stalling for time talking in character thing.
Oh, that is so weird. They updated the icons.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm adapting every time they update this interface.
Yeah. Okay, so see, I don't want to type it out, but I am gonna have to step out of the room for a second just
Yeah,
for
you're
like
good.
a little privacy.
Sure.
She's gonna be like,
Oh,
hey mom, it's me. Are you at the house and can you get to the mirror quickly? If not, let me know when. And that's it. I did that in 24 words, baby.
Nice.
hey,
Clap, clap, clap,
we
clap, clap, clap,
your
clap. We are
complimentary.
pros.
I'm not gonna call my mama a bitch.
Yeah, because of the nature of sending, you get the response immediately. Oh, hi, dear. I'll be there within 5 minutes. Also, don't be nasty.
Why do I feel like her free bitch is a free don't be nasty?
Yes, it is 100%.
It is her equivalent of an email signature.
Just wait till Diana meets her. She's like, everybody says it. I'm not nasty.
Diana's met her.
Oh shit, she has. Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Okay, so Penelope's gonna walk back in the room. All right, so I'm gonna go do this in about. I'm gonna start doing this now.
Okay.
Give me about an hour, and then if I'm not done or if I'm not back out of the room in an hour, Johnny, can you come and check and see where I'm at?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay, cool. Um, okay. All right,
It's
so
not really long enough for a potion, but we can all maybe while she's doing that, we can put our heads together and see if we can figure out anything about the enemy servants.
say, do you want enough time to brew a potion?
No,
Okay.
I need to stay busy right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Are you okay?
I need to stay busy.
Okay. In that case, I am gonna be. Oh shit! I'm trying to remember where she's the mirror. I don't remember. I think it's in her room.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's
She's
probably in
gonna
her
go.
room, and there's probably like a blanket over it.
Yeah. 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 It's like, Mom, don't look.
Don't watch me be nasty.
Okay. Yeah. So she is gonna go. Oh, that's Inon. I cannot drag Inon.
Or can
Where
you?
did Penelope go?
Oh.
Oh God.
She's outside of her room.
Did I drag her over there already?
I assume you
Yeah.
did. I didn't.
Damn. She's moving on her own, huh? I'm going to assume that what is probably actually a dresser is just where she's got the mirror
That is
is.
fine.
Okay, cool. So she's gone off to do that. I can either do that now or
Let's stick with the main group for the moment.
yeah.
And we'll double back to that one because I think that'll segue a little bit easier
Yeah.
into her coming back. So,
Okay, cool.
Okay. So Penelope's going off screen for a bit.
Yeah.
Right. So as Annis is just first. Morgan, I think earlier you mentioned you might know something about the unseeable servant.
I
My future counterpart said that she thought it was Arthurian armor.
I'm impressed that she could recognize it, but if so, that does narrow it down a bit. There are only so many knights, and only so many of them associated with invisibility.
Could turn invisible, and also, I think, Diana, you mentioned that your future counterpart said that she couldn't see even with your ability to see invisible things, right?
Yes. They were invisible and unseen.
So, okay. Here's my theory. Because Annis has read a lot of Arthurian stuff. Like, she's read the Once and Future a few times. She's done a lot of research. I think it might be King Arthur.
That would be our fucking luck, wouldn't it?
Really would. It would be our luck that King Arthur is somehow associated with fucking Einar.
That
just doesn't.
would definitely piss her off.
Yeah.
Can't think of too many other knights that are invisible. There was that one guy, I always forget his fucking name, but he would turn invisible and stab people with his lance. But Future Me said that the Arthurian knight had a sword. So, probably not that guy.
You mean Yvain?
Maybe?
He could turn invisible.
It would be nice to know who we're dealing with. Or how we can deal with that servant. Because as soon as I start moving ley lines, I think they're going to pop out and try and stab me. And I don't really want to be stabbed, in particular.
Are you sure?
No,
I'm joking. I'm fully joking.
I wouldn't recommend it.
It's not a good time.
Annis has prior experience.
She does.
She's also been shot several times.
My first thought was when we were in
Centaur mummies, yeah.
Yeah, just the whole.
When she got chomped by the sharks, she's doing great.
Look, when Anna's got her first chance to level up, she put it into con.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll notice I don't have sleeves because I don't know where I was going with that. Right, so probably about all we're going to figure out about the unseeable servant. Probably the saber.
Was there a lion?
All that my future counterpart said was that the only reason she could see where the Arthurian knight was or tell anything about the armor was because it was splattered with blood. So I don't know.
Well, in terms of knights who could turn invisible on their own, there's Yvain, who typically is seen with a lion. There's anyone blessed by the lake could theoretically do that. Be that
No, that is down.
Arthur or Lancelot, or
Could be
a few
Lancelot.
others. So that's a possibility. Alternatively, someone else could be making them invisible.
It's also possible that my future self just made a mistake and it's not actually Arthurian armor. I don't know. Although it wasn't really my future self, I'm pretty sure it was just the lady.
So I have a question. Like, how much has Annis babbled about Arthurian legends to the homies around her? Like, has she told Aiden anything?
I mean,
is this
probably
nerd?
if they asked, and if they asked her at any point in the summer, she probably went off on a whole thing. She's read a lot of mythology stuff in general, not just the Once and Future. She's read a lot about a lot, especially getting ready for this Grail War. We could be, in theory, encountering a whole bunch of historical and mythological figures. She's been doing a lot of reading in her downtime between brewing potions and training to be a fighter and extracurricular activities.
I love how we're talking about this in the person who's studied mythology as well as not in the
right. So at any point, if Derek or Aiden or anybody asked her about things, she would give oh, let me tell you about.
Maybe does Kwaku know?
Oh, I mean, probably. I'm counting on people other than Annis in the room to be nerds.
Yeah.
He's just letting her go.
I mean, Morgan's right there and lived through it, and Annis is nerd of it, so he just kind of looks over at them. He's like, "What? What was Lancelot's whole name again?"
Lancelot of the Lake.
Lancelot de Locke, if you want to be.
Yeah. He just kind of thumbs that one ring he had, and he's like, "Was he supposed to get married?"
Oh boy, are you in for something.
He just looks over to Morgan and he passes her the ring and he's like, I'm worried this might have been his.
She takes a look at it and she starts laughing. Oh, that fucker. And she hands it back.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, did I find his wedding ring? Oh, I don't think he's gonna be happy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm just
And she
gonna.
just sort of walks over to the side and she goes and she finds something to drink
Oh no.
and she picks up the drink and she starts drinking it next to Aiden and then she does a spit take in his face.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to get it right. And then she waves her hand and all of the drink comes back off of it and goes back into the cup.
I was like, the moment you handed me that ring and I saw the initials, I was like, oh no.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's my first laugh in like 1,000 years. Well done. Well done.
I'm glad you have helped. Please tell me I'm wrong. Am I
I
right?
that seems like it seems like he was certainly at least intending to make an honest woman out of an honest woman.
He looks over to Annis. Annis, he's gonna be so mad. Can we just pass this over? Like, can we
I
just
mean,
give this to him?
well, I mean, that's if that's him.
What
We
if he's
don't know who
haunting
it
us
is.
because of the ring?
I don't know.
What if he's mad that I have the ring?
Okay, okay,
Your
okay.
chimes in. If he's haunting us, then it's our job to take care of that.
You know, you're right. You're right. Okay, and then we can bury him with the ring. Okay, yeah, that's. You're right. You're right. And he puts the ring back in the bag. He like puts a hand on Morgan. We're gonna help him pass peacefully.
That's if the unseeable servant is him.
It,
Okay, once again, we don't have enough.
we don't, but in case it is, we bury the
So-
ghost with a ring.
Obviously, Butcher and the Berserker servant are big threats. Einosh and the unseeable servant are big threats. There's also, I think, we got hints about the Rider servant.
There was the kid in the vision that I got was like drew something in a bucket with wheels, so I'm assuming there was some sort of chariot involved.
Sounds like the Rider servant destroyed that floating
tower, and then they lost their ability to use languages.
Right, that's the Tower of Babylon. Not Babylon. That's the Tower. That's the Tower of Babel, right? It's got to be the Tower of Babel.
Oh yeah,
If it's a tower, and then it got destroyed, and then they couldn't talk.
But here's the thing: if it is the rider servant, putting this person in essentially a bucket on wheels doesn't really help me throw it down, I think.
No, but we know that the Rider class servant is at least in that area, maybe, or will be in that area, and maybe destroying the tower.
That's.
Again, we don't really have enough information, and we have no idea. We know Umbrasfield is one of the enemy masters. We know there's someone from Botany, and we know there's someone else from Clock Tower. Oh, and we know the library. Not the library. We know that the law department is here. And we know someone is out there with Lovisa's command seals. We don't know enough.
Yeah. Well, Penelope's getting to work, and I need to talk to. And he like Hugh later, and he points to Morgan, or he's like he nudges over to her, and he looks over to like Derek and Freddie, and we need to talk later too. But I want to spend time with my sister right now before we start running off places, and my mom before they head out.
That's fair.
Yeah. Like spend time with your family. Not all
He
of us get
just
a
kind of,
chance to do that.
yeah, he kind of picks her up, and he'll take them over to here. Way.
There you go.
Yay.
The burdening.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Make a big nest.
Ugh. Speaking of birds, where's Hemlock?
Oh, he's around. He's just in the middle of the table eating off people's plates. His token's just.
Okay. Diana's gonna shoo Hemlock away from her plate. Be like, stop.
Now you're
Stop
his
it.
There you go.
favorite.
Oh,
Yay!
look, Hemlock, I just want to eat this pastry in peace. What? Annis, why can't you control him? Like,
Belle makes chirping noises at Hemlock. Hemlock nods, and Hemlock hops over to other food.
Oh, right. Hemlock. I think you know Morgan. So I saw when we made our pact. This is my familiar Hemlock. When we made a pact, I saw a vision of people that look like you, Morgan, in the past. So I assume, and that Vivian or Nimue, that new Hemlock. One of
it was Vivian. It was Vivian.
and Vivian said that she recognized you.
She looks at the bird that flies over to her, and she looks a little closer as, there's obviously a mask on and whatnot, and it's not the mask that the bird had before. You've been gaining weight.
I've been feeding him well. I don't really have a
Clearly.
choice.
No, it's for the best. You don't want him to get too hungry. Um, and then she holds out her hand and he lands on it, and like she seems to just be checking him once over to make sure that he's doing okay. And then she turns back to the group and she says, "Yes, your Nasoi's been around for quite a bit."
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'm surprised he was able to last so long in the world that can't really support him.
Well, I found him in a forest in Germany where a lot of other phantasmals were able to go. Probably why.
That would do it.
And now he follows me around and eats a lot of food and sometimes puts my enemies into a daze.
Seems like he's been doing a pretty good job of eating your curse ghost too.
Want to run that by me again?
That your curse ghost. Every now and then he just seems to take a chomp out of them.
Curse ghost.
Yes. I assumed you had them on purpose and you were feeding them to him.
No. When did I get cursed?
Have you been carrying any cursed items?
Oh,
Have you been carrying
The cursed coins.
cursed gold. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll just pretend that was definitely on purpose. Yes.
I just want you to know the Rheingold curse is very bad in Fate.
Oh no.
Like it's a whole thing in Grand Order.
Well, I don't have too much of that gold left, so I think it'll be fine.
Not for the others.
Yeah, not for the people that
Maybe it ate the ghost before the curse went off.
the
to other
people that Jameson offloaded all the money onto, and all
my
the people that
God.
Penelope has traded the gold
Look,
with.
look,
and
I'm just assuming that Hemlock ate the ghosts. It's fine. It's fine.
well, how convenient for us that there's a steady supply of curse ghosts for Hemlock to eat.
Not that I've been sitting on that for 112 episodes.
Wow, fun! Oh, Kwaku knows about the cursed gold too.
Cursed gold?
It's a long story. We did a favor for an Einsburn, and she repaid us with gold that was cursed. Is cursed.
I believe it is the Rheingold, yes.
Ugh.
Spends just as well as normal gold.
Oh, is that what Penelope gave to that poor man at the Waffle House?
Hope it's not still cursed.
I mean, it's Waffle House, so whatever curse is in the Waffle House probably outdoes the Rheingold curse.
Probably.
Oh.
Well,
Cut to a Waffle House that is slightly less violent than other Waffle House.
the curses are balancing each other out. Well, that's
Whoop.
gonna go back to my coffee now. Damn, I'm out of coffee.
And now you know why Hemlock has had enough mana the entire time.
Good grief, yeah.
You've just been attracting wayward curse ghosts, and he's been eating them.
Whatever works.
God. So, Morgan, if Hemlock has been around from like that long ago, do you know anything more about it? Or
Oh, he's quite old. He was old when we met him.
huh?
I mean, I knew he was old.
Hmm.
I mean,
He
we had
takes
our
out a
theories, but
quill.
he keeps his secrets.
He takes out a quill every once in a while and writes stuff down. And apparently eats curse ghost.
Yes, you said you saw other people that looked like the
Yes,
sisters,
I
or
saw. Okay, it's been a while since I've gone back to that episode. I feel like I saw 3 people that had the same face, so it was probably the ladies of the lake. But I also, it might have been King Arthur. The way it was described to me was that they looked like gray because I have no. Ennis has no frame
Right,
of
that's your
reference.
frame of reference, yeah.
Yeah. I saw people. They looked like well, like Morgan does. Same sort of face, very similar. It was
Oh, I
probably
can
the
tell you
same.
because you've seen them now. Yeah, you saw
Yeah.
the 3 of them when you were looking through the portal when Albion went through. So yeah, you can track them.
Yeah. Don't know
Yeah.
how long ago it was, but I saw a vision of the 3 ladies. Now that I've met all 3 of them, that does make sense.
I don't remember.
That would make sense. Like the 3 of us all knew him. He liked to fly around Camelot and make notes on what was going on.
Hmm.
We respected him as he was of the old world.
So that's all he did. Just, I mean, I can ask him this, obviously. So he would just fly around making notes.
Well,
Was he doing it
he also kept the ghost at bay at times, ate our food. He
Oh,
really
yeah.
hasn't changed much.
Not really. Was he bigger back then?
It varied based on how well he'd been fed at the time. There were certain points where I dare say he was possibly the size of your horse friend.
Oh, wow.
But most of the time he was small. It's hard for him to stay that big. I think he has trouble flying. Like his wings don't scale with it well.
Oh,
It's
I
more
just
of a
pictured his
ball at that
kind of
point.
weird with tiny little wings trying to flap.
Like the man. um. So, is I guess we're going to Residuum next.
Seems like the best place to gather information without being, potentially without being murdered in the street. Hopefully.
I suppose. So what are we? What are we doing?
Got a question for Aiden. It seems like he has something in mind that he wants to look for.
Hmm.
Information gathering, maybe making some allies. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do here other than people on wild goose chase until we figure out a better plan.
I
We
think
need
Penelope's idea is to get some help.
Yeah.
It's a big wide world that we don't know that much about, and we know that at least some of the things in it will kill us on sight.
We saw a heck of a lot of it up on Albion. Big place. We need more information about all the servants, but in particular, we need more information about the Berserker and this unseeable servant that seems to be somehow working with Einosh. This seem to be the biggest threats.
Mm-hmm.
Can't just wait for people to come to us. That's how we get killed.
Yeah, no. The sooner that we start dealing with these people, the better. I I hope whatever Penelope's gonna pick up more information about the others as well. Because this is a very high stress situation. And I don't know who the other masters are, but right now it seems like there are two major, and we just don't know who.
Well, someone, I mean, other than the butcher, someone is out to get me specifically. Tried to frame me for killing Lovisa. And then,
And
well, we
then,
know the butcher fucking hates all of us, but Aiden specifically. And Einosh seems to fucking hate me the most,
mhm.
based on what Future Me told me.
You guys have gotten into a lot of trouble.
Listen, Einosh started it.
And we only stole a bunch of his kids.
You're not there.
I'm saying sorry, out of character, jokingly into the wind.
Yeah, you you all seem to have a penchant for getting into trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
we do.
Yeah.
Makes for good stories, though, right? She like elbows Quacker.
Oh yes, I would be writing it down if the boat wasn't already doing it.
I hope this novel that my bird is writing ends up with a happy ending and not tragedy. But for now, I guess all we can do is wait on Penelope to finish what she's doing and go to Residuum.
I suppose so. Do we want to go there or do we want to?
If we go by boat, we're in danger of being attacked by the unseen servant.
So I can take us through the water. We're just going to be there overnight.
Can Penelope also?
Depending on who all goes with us, we can
Hmm.
go through the water. We're just going to be there overnight.
Hmm.
Um. So I can make either of those things happen. Cool. I guess I'll figure it out.
Are we at the point where we should cut to one of the other groups?
Yeah.
All right. Let's cut over to Iden Adventures and then Penelope Adventures and then whatever comes next.
Yay. Yeah,
Iden Adventures.
yeah, he kind of brings them into the little sanctuary area. He just kicks the door behind him as he is not letting go right now.
The door
He's
takes 1d4 damage.
oh, we just eh. 2 damage.
The
It'll
door is
be
not
okay.
happy, but it survives.
It does. It's got 4 more hits, I think. It's all good. Yeah, he is having a moment. He is trying to regain composure. He's been building steam and he just nuzzles his head, his forehead right into Nina's, and he just is whispering, I'm so sorry to her. and he does not want to let go. And in his mind, he's fighting because he's like, I have to send her back like as soon as possible. Um,
You didn't do this.
he waited for somebody to come out of our home, and he took you.
That might be the case, but he didn't kill me. He's not wearing me, and you prevented
Now
that.
there's a contract for that, and like he's trying to hold it back. But to see you looking like how you and your found me, it brings me back. And I would never wish that upon you. Whether or not he knows that you are my sister. Fucked with the wrong person. And I'm nervous that I am so mad that it's gonna be like when I spiraled when you all tried to help me, because you mean the world to me. And he lost any sort of consent when he took you from me. And I don't give a damn at this point. I know that we protect our own. And I know it's okay to do that then, but I am nervous that I might go too far. And I don't want my friends to be scared of me. I don't want people to think that I'm just an angry centaur. But I can't forgive him what he did to us, what he did to all these phantasmals, what he's done to people. And when you think about it, the fact that his doctor was Shalara and her home is literally connected to Dream's End, you can only question if he's been hurting people here too, especially with the fact that he is using these cat people as a lure. Like, I'm sure he's taken parts from them too, and he has hurt people here for Eldath knows how long. He is just a parasite on this world, and he does not deserve to be reborn. And I'm scared that even though I need to talk to Morgan and show the world that he is not a boogeyman, that he is not that if I can't keep it together, they'll still be scared. And I don't want to scare you, and I don't want to scare Eldath or Yer or he is scum.
Bird Mom puts a wing over your shoulder. Aiden, you have to remember, the path of peace is not the path of pacifism. You can bring peace by ending someone. Just be sure not to revel in the necessity of it, and
I don't
others will understand.
I don't want to. I just want those pieces off of him. He's taken them from people, and those are people's families. But if they see me take them off him, they're just gonna. I'm scared they're gonna think that I just look like a brute.
If anyone who knows you has seen you before this, then they will, if they truly know you, they'll still know who you are after.
I want, I want you both to be safe. That's why I made this contract. And Nina being taken, just I missed you so much. And he just tightens his grip.
Hey, don't have horse strength down here.
He immediately loosens up. I'm
Look,
sorry.
I have a dangerous job, and dangerous things can happen, but I got through it. I'll be okay. And when I'm feeling better, I'm gonna keep doing my job.
You'll be okay.
I'm gonna be fine, Aiden. I think in the future I'm going to look a little bit more carefully when I'm in a hurry, but I'm gonna be okay. And if I'm okay before you're done tearing the pieces off of him, then I'll be right there to help.
He like cry laughs at her and he's like, "You just tell me which piece first, okay? I'll take it in your honor and the honor of the person that is being freed." But you
I
said there
don't
were
know
no
what
balls,
parts are
so
his. I don't I don't know
no,
what
no.
parts are his at all. Like
I don't think
everything is
any of them.
someone's.
I think none of it is his. I think he's a horrible amalgamation. I think that he was the success project that Shalara wanted because we've seen a flesh golem in her place before. And I guess she thought she failed, but the butcher is her masterpiece.
I think he's
And,
older than that.
well, she definitely started putting those onto him, and they stayed.
I didn't. There's one thing that I noticed that I don't understand about him.
What?
He's big, but he's light. He, the way that people walk when you move your legs,
There's a weight to it.
you can you can tell that the legs are holding something up, but he walks like a puppet. Like his legs are moving because they're supposed to, not because they have to. I don't know anything that walks like that.
What if there is someone pulling strings?
I don't know. But be careful.
Okay.
I don't know how he works. I don't know what is him and what is stuff that he's added or if it even matters, but I I haven't had a chance to much more than watch him for a long time, and
You
he
did. You
he
built up.
doesn't make sense.
No, no, he doesn't. You were strong though, and you stayed. You stayed strong, and I'm glad you're back. And I have to send you and you home. Alder knows Nora's gonna take you both, but you can't stay here anymore, okay?
Yeah, I'm happy to get out of here. He he brought me down through this place when it was worse.
Yeah, we did some cleaning up.
Yeah, you seem to have taken care of most of the spiders.
Yeah, I think one got away, but hopefully they're living a new life.
Cut away to a spider currently building a tiny barber shop.
I was like, it was Peter. He's just like, I just wanted to cut hair. Um, yeah, he's just like, because it's what time is it now?
At this point, checking the game clock. Um, it's like 10:30 in the morning.
Okay, he's like, if you both start going now, you should get back by evening. Okay, send me a message when you get back.
I will find a way to do that.
He just looks at his mom.
We have a
Send a
way to
message.
do that.
Yeah.
Like she prepped the spell.
I was like, you get it automatically. We are in the same sub.
Yes. This is one of those things that you understand that your sister doesn't know the nuances of.
Oh, okay. He
That
just
was not a
looks.
criticism. She is not a cleric.
That is fair. That is fair. Yeah, he just looks at Mo. He's like, just send me a message.
Yeah.
And don't forget to ward yourselves. Cough, cough. You better fucking put those death wards on. So help me. Um, just cleric stuff. Just cleric stuff. It's like
Hashtag cleric things.
hey.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna keep the mirror with me for now. If that's okay.
Yeah.
And I'll try to send when I can. But I'm also gonna be really tight on resources, so I apologize if I can't message a lot.
I'll send you a message and you can reply. Just
Okay?
let me know you're okay.
Yeah. I can do that. I can do that. I have to make a lot of glyphs, and I don't have enough dust for what I need to do or supplies. So I I need to make some pit stops. It's gonna get very bright here. Very bright. I
She
love
pulls you under her wing again and holds you close. And as she does so, you can feel her shifting her large bird body around a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you feel her putting something in your hand.
What did she put
It has a sunburst on it.
The sunburst pendant.
Use this to be safe.
This will be a last resort, but you heckin' bet. And he just attaches that bad boy.
I will add it to your inventory now.
Yes! It's one less trade negotiation.
It's that reminder that other clerics have things.
Thank you, Bird Mom. I love you.
Yeah.
yeah,
All right, you good?
he's gonna hug them one last time and just
Okay.
like, I love you both. Stay safe. I'll go get Nora, and he's gonna go nab Nora for the prep of their leaving and pass off. Yeah, I think he passed off the letter to her in the bag last time, but if not, he's doing it
Yep.
now, and he'll let her know that they're set when she is. Yeah, we'll
Okay. Then,
go
yeah.
back to the room.
In that case, we will jump over to Penelope time.
Yeah.
Hello.
Penelope time, already in progress.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
I'm just having fun
Um,
with the little drive around camera thing that we can do in this game now.
Tee.
Zoom.
I'm currently holding a very unruly cat.
That's fair.
Penelope is not holding an unruly cat.
That's the weird thing that you have to do to make the mirror work. No one understands it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know where this cat came from. But I'm petting it and it's making the mirror work, so I'm not questioning it.
Strange lost technology.
um,
So, yep,
but yeah.
your mom appears.
Hi, Mom.
Well, hold on. Actually, so yeah, I guess for this to work, because only one of them reflects the other one, I think.
Oh,
So you might
does
not.
it?
I'm trying to remember. This has been forever. Let me
One
check
of
the
them,
item.
you can see in one of them what the other one is.
Yeah, do they both
With,
work that way? I just trying to remember it.
I don't remember.
yeah,
I thought they both worked that way.
no, they're not two-way mirrors. They're
Oh.
surveillance mirrors. You can put one in a room and then see what the other one is.
Oh,
Yeah. Are they in my inventory?
I don't remember. Yeah,
I'm
dang, I
looking.
thought they were two-way. That, yeah, if they're not two-way, that completely throws my plan off. Fuck.
Well, I mean, I'm pulling up the item now. Let me check. All right. Yeah, one mirror seems to function normally while the other shows a reflection of the first mirror.
I mean, you can still hold the
You can
letters
still
up.
send your messages that way. You just won't be able to
Yeah,
see things back.
yeah. Fuck. When we're. Damn it.
It may not work across reality. You have to test it to find out.
I'm telling you now,
Oh,
it does. It does work.
okay. Okay. Shit, I thought this was gonna work because I was like, okay, cool. I can have her hold up the paper, and then if it looks like anything is gonna get compromised, then she could not show the paper anymore. But she's not gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Like she
That
can,
actually throws off.
yeah, like she can see what you do, and she can
Mhm.
send you notes.
Oh, that's true. She can send out.
Oh yeah. Um.
God, we
Okay.
we
Cool.
created Ghostwriter from PBS.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
Wow,
that's
that's not a thing I've thought about in a long time.
look, we're trying to reduce the amount of sending we're doing.
Yep.
Fish. The point. Um. And then okay, she's gonna pull out a piece of paper. Um. And then she's gonna write. She'll write like, "Mom is. Are you there? Mom, are you there?" Like, yeah, and hold that up to the mirror.
Yeah. So you hold that up to the mirror, and a tiny piece of paper floats in from under your door, and it has a little sketch of your mom waving at you with a picture of the mirror behind her. Pretty quickly. She's good at this.
Okay, she's gonna just nod at the piece of paper and be like, "Okay, um," and then she writes, "Okay, I'm going to. I have a letter I want to send out. I don't know precisely who it is going to, but if if this works the way it should, then it'll get to the right people." Um, and she's gonna have it say, um, let's see, to anyone or to whom this may concern, as vague as that fucking is.
Yeah.
Um, like, it has come to the attention of the ruler servant that there is already a threat to the successful completion of this ritual amongst the seven masters. We are requesting your assistance in annihilating this threat in exchange. You can or she's gonna stop writing for a second, put the piece of paper down, and then like take a second piece of paper and be like, "Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this," and hold that up for a second,
Yeah.
and then she keeps writing and says, or back on the letter she goes, "We would appreciate your assistance in eliminating this threat to the successful completion of the ritual with a temporary truce amongst anyone who is not allied with the butcher, also known as Motley Apex, and his servant. Respond to this letter, by notifying the ruler's field assistant, either by sending a message, either by using a sending spell or contacting her in whatever way you see fit that will keep you safe. You may know this assistant already. Just know that she is here with the intention of helping the ruler ensure a complete and successful ritual. Her name is Penelope. She will not cause you trouble if you do not cause her trouble. If anyone does anything to harm the field assistant or anyone she happens to be working with as part of the truce, this may result in a loss of your command seal. And then that's going to be the letter she sends out.
Okay. You hold it up in front of the mirror. A few seconds later, another slip of paper comes under the door, which seems to be a note from your mom with an example of what she's going to send, just to confirm, with like a big box drawn around it, and then like a little like thumbs up, thumbs down to the side of it, so that you can point at one and hold it up against the mirror. It is what you said. So she's just
Okay.
making sure.
Okay. Yeah, she holds it up and points to the thumbs up. And then puts the piece of paper down and just like makes with her hand.
Makes a heart.
Yeah.
Okay. You get a little doodle a moment later of both of Penelope's parents making a heart back together.
Oh, fuck. And then she takes a piece of paper and writes, Johnny says hi with a smiley face and a little heart, and holds that up.
She gets another little doodle a moment later of the two of them and the two of you um, just sitting around eating a big meal together.
Oh. Oh, and then she's going to send one more note to them before she's done. It says, we have already tied the knot. We will do the official ceremony when we get home because we want you to be there for it. And then holds it up.
A moment goes by, and then you get a piece of paper under the door. And when you grab it and pick it up, it keeps stretching and stretching and stretching, and it's like a giant CVS receipt.
Oh my
Um,
God.
but when you finally pull it out, it's just like an almost hanging from like a doorway banner covered in hearts.
Oh, yay. And then she waves and like blows them a kiss in the mirror and then like says, gotta go, but I'll reach out. I'll reach back out when I can. And she holds that up.
Okay. And then you get a final note saying that she sent out the message and to be safe. And then
Okay,
under it in small text, now that you're wed, you're allowed one nasty.
one singular nasty. Yay! She's just in front of the mirror, just like laughing, and then she just like waves and then like pulls the sheet back over the mirror.
There you go.
Yeah, and then she'll go back and join the others.
Hooray. Somehow
Do
all
I
of these things take the same amount of time. Crazy.
do I not get letters out of nowhere?
You do, because
Yeah.
you are masters.
Ooh.
It,
Your masters who have the stake in the grill war against the butcher.
I see the message and I go, ah, yes, the threat. Ah, yes, I can't hurt other masters. Looks over at is, we're in a truce.
You're not there.
I just,
You're still
I
in the
came
truth.
back.
like
Mom,
while
we're
you
in
were
the truth.
talking to Nora, a piece of paper slips under the door for you.
Oh, okay. Boom.
While everyone is sitting around in the main room, a piece of paper somehow pops out from behind the cupboard and floats over. There's no window back there, but you get the impression that maybe that's just how it works.
Oh, neat.
Huh.
Oh, I guess it worked.
I get one. This is cool. And then he goes back to, all right, well, I need you to take them back.
Yeah.
Vladimir leaves. And then he walks over into here.
Oh no, I cut off the navigation.
Everybody's back.
I'm trying to come back.
Would you like me to drag you there?
I got it.
Okay.
I think. Ah,
There you go.
Penelope. Please.
Penelope turns on no clip.
Penelope turns on fuck walls.
That's what I
Do it
said.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Penelope's
Okay.
back. This is as good a time as we're going to get for our 5-minute break. So let's all go do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go on break, Penelope's gonna slip Johnny the piece of paper that has the picture of like the whole family eating together.
Oh.
Aw, she gives Penelope a hug and kisses her forehead.
You're not gonna slip her
Oh.
the page that says you get one nasty.
She also slips her that page and just points out the you get one nasty.
She folds it carefully and places it in her pocket. I am
Okay.
now adding it to her inventory.
One
Coupon
nasty.
for one nasty.
Redeemable.
Redeemable at any point.
No expiration date. Cannot be exchanged for monetary value.
Not valid in the state of California.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Which is a sad irony because California is one of the first states that would have been valid.
Ah.
5-minute break
Anyway,
time.
5-minute
All
break
right.
time.
All right, everybody. Going to mute it up. Have fun, chat, bots, and whatnot. We'll be back shortly. Transmute over.
Yeah.
Ah!
Kicking back to most people. Look at all those little people signs now that the crowd's back in the room. Look at all the effects. So many
God.
effects. So yeah, everyone did their thing, and now you're back in a room together.
Yay.
Yeah.
Annis
And
holds
some
up
of you have
the
mail.
letter. So I see it went well.
Oh, good. You have to respond.
I don't want to be in a truce with you. That's gross.
Well, I must destroy you then.
Okay.
Okay. Get over here,
Penelope
bitch.
then pulls out a cleaver to take your command seals.
Wait.
She's like pulls out a knife, like, hello.
I was kidding, of course.
Diana's like, if she doesn't want her command seals anymore, I'll take them.
You're just handing
Everyone's
them
not
out.
ready for Biden.
Yeah, I walked in. He's like in the doorway.
Aiden, did you get a letter?
He holds up a letter.
Did you read it?
He proceeds to open it.
Oh my god.
I needed
This is-
to get them set to leave.
I know.
What does it say? He just starts reading it.
That's right.
Well, seeing as kind of I have to fight the butcher, yes, the answer is yeah, I'll be there.
Penelope puts away the knife.
He's just like I kind of like am the catalyst to start. Yeah, I gotta be there. No, I want to be going to my own party. Hey.
Well, and Penelope just pulls out a knife again.
Yeah, he's like, you know, I'll be there. And he'll just shove the letter in there.
Cool.
You know what's really funny? Actually, he just okay, this is a random thought. He just looks over to Annis and Penelope. You know, these are letters that you know about, right? And
That
if we put these letters into our bags of, saddlebags of holding where they wouldn't ping, we could track the other masters with locate object with these.
Assuming they don't have the same idea.
Slides it immediately into the bag. So we could track the other masters with
It would
these.
be, 1,000 feet?
It's not a big range.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying if we happen to be in towns, we could just
I don't
always.
think- I don't think I have. I never really. I don't.
If we're ever in towns, we could just, take a look-see.
Oh. I don't have
I was
those,
gonna say
though.
because I don't have locate object.
I know
so-
Annis does. That's how we used it to find the staff, I think.
I have it. I just don't know.
Oh, yeah. I'm just
Alright,
throwing this out there.
Just to let you know, the spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close, within
Right.
30 feet at least once.
Oh, yeah.
Alternatively, the
Hey,
spell can
Penelope.
locate the nearest object of a particular kind.
I mean, if all the letters are identical, then
Exactly. He's like, oh no, hold that letter up again. Let me just shove space into it.
Listen, I'm not going to stop you from using your level 2 spells that way if you want to. You have fun.
I filthy rat bastard horseman and come up with all the wild shenanigan ideas. Don't think I won't use these letters.
You know it's also on your list, right?
It is, which means I will also be putting it back into. Look, I had to have ceremony for so long. I now have a free spell slot to put for other things.
all right, I have locate object.
Woo!
Okay,
If that's
well,
allowed.
I don't care. That's fine.
Okay.
the exhaustion in your voice.
Look, if you want to cast it, that's fine. I'm just don't be counting on it. The range is really short.
I know.
I know, I'm just saying.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Time to go.
I haven't received any responses from anyone else yet, but that's fair. That just happened.
Are they like
But
immediate?
yeah, so I'm ready to go whenever you guys are.
The one
We-
thing we don't know is how we're getting there. We can go by boat, or
Uh-huh.
we can go by your magical water lady teleportation.
Water transport.
That.
Sure.
If we go by boat, we run the risk of being attacked by that servant,
Uh-huh.
but we also could potentially find out more about the servant.
Uh-huh.
Alternatively, we'll get there instantly if we do the water transport. But then we're stuck there overnight, right? According to
I
you,
mean,
Diana?
depending on how many people go, yeah. Because like I can only take a certain number of people, and Diana can only take a certain number of people.
Oh, right.
Like if we just went by ourselves, like if Diana decided to go through the water to like, I don't know, somewhere by herself, then like she'd pop out and then she could hypothetically go back the other way. But like the more people she takes with her, then the less time she's able to use it. So if we take our full group with us, with both of us, then we're basically stuck until we can get a long rest.
Right.
Or until we can get enough rest to do it again. But yeah, so who all is going, I guess, is the better.
I need to go to Residuum.
Well, yes, I figured. So right now it sounds like me, Annis, Aiden, Diana, I assume Derek and Freddie,
Johnny, obviously.
Johnny. Belle, I assume is going but doesn't count.
Yeah, Inan and Belle don't
And
count.
Anon is going but doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and Buck can go in his
Buck
Bottle.
can go and doesn't count.
Yeah, that Buck, you don't count.
All I hear is that you take a burden and I don't.
Fuck you, Buck.
Love you.
Whatever. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we have room for one more. Morgan.
Should probably go
Maybe.
with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's 8. Okay, so if all 8 of us go. Sorry, Kwaku, I didn't ask if you wanted to go, but I assume you don't.
No, I think I'm good here. I will probably check the place out when there are less things trying to kill you.
That is fair. Okay, so that's all 8 of us. So that means we can go there by water transport. We just wouldn't be able to come back until Diana and I can get some rest. I mean, I
Okay.
guess Morgan can also do it, but I don't know.
Let's not. Yeah, Morgan needs to rest.
Yeah.
I've been
So yeah,
sleeping for so long.
Not sleep.
it's
Rest
not like
as in
mana rest.
yes.
Like we don't want you to use up your mana.
You're gonna be using it
yeah,
soon.
that's 8 people. So we can either all go there and then Diana and I need to rest at some point,
Right.
or we can take the boat. Which I mean, we'll still need to rest and it'll take longer, and we may or may not run into crazy stabby dude.
I
But
mean,
if we have Morgan with us, regardless, that means Morgan can see crazy, hypothetically see crazy person.
Maybe.
well,
So I guess
we can all be on high alert.
Yeah. So I guess, do we want to just go and get there immediately, or do we want to take the time to actually go on the boat without a time limit?
That is an excellent question.
I am not going to tell you to do one way or the other, but I will remind you that you do have a clock in the form of eventually someone's getting a letter about cat people.
Oh, that's true.
You haven't got it yet, but you know it's coming.
The butcher is going to threaten to slaughter the whole village of cat people if we do it ourselves, right?
Oh, right.
were you thinking of sending that letter to
the cat people? I mean, If we rescue the cat people, he's just gonna move on to a different village of Phantasma.
Okay. I'm gonna say
I mean, I can try and send another letter, but it's gonna take more effort.
no, you're fine. I just couldn't remember what the decision on that was last game. I know we talked
I
about
was
it.
never asked to send a letter, so I didn't send a letter.
No, you're good. Sorry. I just like out of character. I remember y'all talked about it and I just couldn't remember.
Okay, it sounds like we need to move with haste.
Yes. So we want to go instantaneously. That leaves plenty of time to be seen in Residuum to start the goose chase, if anything.
Correct.
So why don't we just take the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
And
right.
then
Cool.
yeah, and it's Residuum. It's supposed to be the neutral territory, so Diana and Penelope can rest. And we can gather some info and, sleep and then start the rest of the goose chase.
Cool. Well,
That sounds like a plan.
yeah. I'm good to. Like, I've already got my stuff together. I don't need to bring that much with me. So I'm ready to go whenever you guys.
Yeah.
And because the person apparently controlling me doesn't feel like switching her voice just yet, Diana is also ready.
Been there. I definitely get that. Yeah, that's fine. So TLDR, everybody is ready, or you have whatever gear you're bringing.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I would have Aiden give, Yer and Nina a hug and kiss. A little, I say kiss, but like, forehead bump.
Sure.
Yeah.
The ceremonial suncatcher headbutt.
Annis will take, I don't know, like 10 of the 1,000-year-old Morgan wine out and just leave it. She doesn't want to have to carry all that with it.
Somehow, Keg Tapper appears.
Diana's gonna walk by and just grab one of the bottles and put it in her own bag.
She leaves a note, 1,000-year-old wine, enjoy.
The new stuff.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so off you go. You successfully do the thing. I'm not going to make you roll for it. You've been there before. You've seen it. Spent time there. You know how to get there.
I rolled a 2, but I still did it.
You still did it. So yeah. So I'm not going to pull up the map until we need to. So you're in. You have a giant party of people that stepping out of the water. Where do you want to step out of the water? Like next to the church where your boat was before, or
next to the Waffle House? Not next to the Waffle House.
Well, say if you need to talk to Lucretia, do you want to go by to the church?
I'll say I'm just gonna have them pop out next, basically right by where the church is. That way, if anybody does see them and has seen that letter, it will make more sense. Hypothetically.
Fair.
But yeah, so that's where they want to pop out.
And just so that I have a firm clarification, the instructions were to send that to all of the masters in the Holy Grail War, right?
I think it was any of the masters who basically any of the masters who would be willing to agree to that kind.
Anyone that isn't the butcher or aligned with the butcher.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure that I understand the full audience before anything happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plot twist, only
she
2
doesn't.
letters.
Yeah, because she didn't want to send to like the butcher, because if it goes to all masters in the Grail War, that's kind of.
I assumed, and that wasn't me trying to trap you. I just wanted to know what the criteria were before I started applying it to the others.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that to you. That would be a dick move.
No.
The butcher gets a letter. Hey guys, we're trying to fuck up the butcher. He
was like, all right, yeah, me too.
Truce, hooray! Show me your servant.
Look. But yeah, so those were the qualifications.
Okie dokie. So yeah, you appear outside of the big old church.
Woo!
Stepping right out of the water, all 8 of you, plus your 3 extra cheaters.
And hemlock, probably.
And hemlock. So a whole cluster
Lord.
of people stepping out of the water. Like an anime
Um,
opening, you've just got cloudy skies flying above you as you stand on water for a second.
but yeah, so Penelope's just gonna start walking to the church.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
No one jumps out and kills you.
Yay!
Hooray!
Yeah. Yep, you get to the church without issue. You going inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Going into the church, you see that there are currently, again, like, I'd share the map, but I don't want to crash your system. So,
Yeah.
if we need it, I'll open it. But you're inside the church. There's seems to be people at some of the pews. You don't get the impression that this huge place is ever truly full, but there's a decent sized crowd, and people are doing church stuff, like praying in places, hanging out, whatever. The last time you were here, it was the middle of the night, so wasn't really the easiest time to see what was going on. You've had an incredibly long, like, day and a half, and yeah, you can see looking around. Some of the sisters from the Holy Church are walking about doing stuff. You can see Lucretia over um, at one of the sides, apparently looking out the window, I guess, towards the river where you would have come down had you taken the boat, so to the eastern, northeasternish direction. And you don't see anyone else that seems suspiciously master or main character-ish yet,
Okay.
acknowledging that you sent out this message like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. But yeah, so she's just gonna walk up right to where Lucretia is.
She notices you walking up, and she smiles. Glad to see you're doing okay. You've
Yep.
survived the first night of the Holy Grail War.
Yeah.
So far, no
Um.
one's been murdered, so
Yeah.
here's hoping
Always a good thing.
the ritual's working.
Yeah. I mean, so far so good. I may have written some letters to some people.
Do
Um.
now.
Uh-huh.
Did you
Um.
use Lupin's statue to send them?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah. And the letters came from the ruler's field assistant.
And what did they say?
Um. They were they said that there a threat has been identified to the smooth operation of the ritual, and that there needs to be a truce in order to take care of this threat.
And as she starts to respond to you, her face shifts a little bit, and
Mhm.
a slightly different voice comes out.
Mhm.
And could you clarify what the threat is?
Am I speaking to the ruler right now?
You are indeed.
Hi.
Hello.
Um. Huh?
Hello.
Um. So. Um. The threat is Motley Apex.
One of the other masters. What has he done
Uh huh.
in violation of the rules of the Grail War?
Um. Well. That is a very good question. He and one of the other masters made a contract before the Grail War started, and he that contract specifically, I believe, violates the rules.
I see. So you accuse collusion.
Um, um,
Is everybody else around hearing this?
uh,
I'm like, don't nullify
no,
my
hold on. I'm like trying to actually think.
I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
you.
No rush. Like, take your
We're,
time.
we're um, so basically what I've done is wrote that letter with the hope that the other masters would help neutralize this.
What threat exactly does he represent?
What?
What threat exactly does this contract represent to the rules and proper operation of the Holy Grail War?
Um, so the contract itself isn't necessarily the problem, but there are loopholes in the contract that he's been able to exploit to harm others who are not involved in the Grail War. And it basically, instead of targeting the servants specifically, he's targeting other people, and it's it's threatening the stability of the ritual by making it difficult to actually use the mana correctly for the Grail.
I see. So you're saying that he is involving civilians
Yes.
and the mana that by all rights should be used for the destruction of other servants is being used instead to harm civilians,
Yes.
not in pursuit of the Grail itself.
Correct.
I see. And the face twitches a little bit, and the demeanor shifts slightly back to Lucretia, who seems to be speaking on your behalf. And Lucretia says out loud, one of the tenets of the Grail War is for the overseer to prevent unnecessary collateral damage among the populace hosting the Grail War.
Right.
And then she twitches back to the ruler. These are within the terms and conditions. Can you explain how he has endangered the local populace?
Yes. Okay. So there is a village. Mm, I don't know exactly how far it is from where we are, to be completely honest, but he is holding that village of people hostage. He's holding that village of people hostage and threatening to harm them. And he's specifically directed that threat to me and to my friends who are not involved in the Grail War. But he knows that we have contacts with people who are in the Grail War. So he's using us to get to them. And he's also harmed the guardians of my dear friend over here, and she points to Morgan. He has used his servant to harm basically all of her guardians. Pretty sure most of them are dead now. So that's not great. They were there with the specific purpose of keeping her safe, and she has resided here for a very, very long time. So I feel like that counts as a civilian.
I see.
Yeah.
And what would you say was the objective of his in doing all of this harm to others? Ultimately,
Ultimately, he's trying to rile up the other masters, but specifically, he's trying to rile up one specific. He's
will
trying to get.
his actions lead to a conflict that will potentially result in the death of one or two servants?
Let me make sure I heard that correctly.
Yeah.
Are you asking me if his actions will lead to the death of one or two? Basically, him threatening an entire village and killing off a civilian's guardians would lead to the death of one or two of the servants. Is that the question being asked?
Yeah.
It's possible that it will lead to the death of one or two of the servants, but it's not a guarantee that it will lead to the death of one or two of the servants.
Will the conflict between the two of them proceed without these actions? Or is
Will the
there
conflict
something
between
preventing them from engaging one another separate from these actions?
current currently the contract they are under is preventing them from engaging in the actions that would allow them to fight freely?
So are you telling me that this contract is the enemy of the ritual of the Holy Grail War in that it is preventing servants from behaving as they are meant to?
No, not necessarily. Um, it's hard to explain, but it's basically the contract more specifically prevents that master and the master who also the other master who's basically the two masters who signed the contract are not able to actually compete with each other directly because of this contract. Their servants technically still could fight.
So the masters may not do battle, but the servants may.
I guess.
The importance of the ritual relies on the servants doing battle. The masters are not required
Right.
beyond their capacity
Um,
for enabling the ritual in the first place. So,
right.
so long as this contract does not prevent them from doing their duty to the Grail by doing battle with one another, the contract should not be at fault. That said,
Right.
if his
Hmm.
actions in engaging the local populace to bring about the battle between servants is the intention, then he is not endangering the Holy Grail War so much as expediting it.
Um, not necessarily. Like I'll be completely honest with you. I don't have the full contract in front of me and I don't have the full contract memorized. Um, but I do know that Motley Apex is not here with the intention of actually participating in the Holy Grail War.
What is his objective then?
His objective is primarily to fight the other master involved. He doesn't actually care about the ritual itself and does not care if the ritual goes complete.
Have Penelope roll persuasion.
Okay.
Use that charisma.
Oh, Lord.
believe in you.
17?
Your bonus is so big.
It is!
I am in awe.
I see. So you are concerned then that he will not actually be participating in the Holy Grail War and will instead be pursuing his personal objectives while utilizing the resources of the Holy Grail War.
Yes.
And your proposal to remedy this and she seems to be waiting for you to say like what you would suggest would be the correct course of action to resolve this problem.
So my proposal to remedy this is to call a temporary truce amongst the other masters in order to focus all resources on removing the butcher from, well, existence, but primarily from the Grail War.
And in the
And
process
by
of
that I mean
doing
not the
this,
Apex.
do you intend for the servant to also destroy his servant?
Yes.
Very good then. It
And I will be honest with you, because I don't feel like, I don't feel like lying to you is a good idea. I don't think you would like that very much. I
I
wouldn't
would
like that
not.
very much. I did say that I was your essentially eyes and ears on the field.
Are you prepared to fulfill that role?
If I see anything that would threaten the ritual, I would be absolutely happy to tell you.
If you are prepared to commit to that role, then I see no issue.
Sure.
Excellent. And she holds her hand out to yours.
Holds her hand out.
And putting her hand on your sheep, places your hand in her left hand and then places her right hand on top of your palm. And then you feel a tingly feeling. And when you
Ooh,
look down, there is a single red mark on the back of your hand. And she
what
says
is
to you, this is not a command spell. However, should you observe any action in violation of the known rules of the Holy Grail War, you may use this as a command on the infringing servant to pull my attention. Do not use this lightly.
okay? I promise.
Very good then. And she twitches her face a little bit, and it's back to Lucretia.
And she just looks up at Lucretia.
You do like to collect deals, don't you?
Apparently, I didn't expect that to happen.
She looks down at her own arms, which are like covered in command seals, and you notice that one of them is missing from her arm, and she did not know she could do that.
I didn't either.
Well, you're not a master for what it's worth, so
Yeah,
shouldn't affect much, but maybe wear gloves for a bit.
yeah. Oh, oh, Lucretia, I meant it now. Ugh. I guess on the plus side, I guess that might come in handy.
Well, when push comes to shove, hopefully you won't have to use it, but it stands to reason that in a space this large, you can't see everything.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm with the others for now. At some point, Johnny and Morgan and I are gonna go. Well, we were planning to go and try and drum up some alliances, and so this will come in handy. But I may be coming to see you a lot more often than I thought I was going to.
That is absolutely your prerogative. I will be here, and I hope that things go as smoothly as they can.
Yeah.
Also, I can't help but notice you have one of the ladies of the lake following you around now. So I trust that went well.
Yeah, about that with the. You know how you're saying I have a tendency to collect deals?
I can't imagine how complicated your Christmas shopping is.
You know, it's it it helps that I don't know. I guess it helps that a lot of the people I make deals with tend to not celebrate Christmas.
That is probably true. Well, whatever the case, it sounds like you have a title from the Holy Grail. So
Yeah. Um,
I wish you the best of luck in your diplomacy and also recommend you. And it looks like she's about to say something, and the slight twitch stops her.
mm,
Be careful.
I I will. Um, uh, she actually holds up her hand for a second, just like, hold on, and she drags Morgan over. She's just like, she's supposed to be protecting me, so I'll be fine.
The two of them look at each other, and you get the impression that, like, they know each other.
Uh-huh.
And, like, not just because, like, they both technically cohabited that dream space for a minute when you went into the scribe's head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Morgan's like, so, still doing the dream thing? Yes, and I see you're still finding your way into the way. Well, wouldn't be me if I didn't. Well, be that as it may, it's good to see you again. Likewise, it's a good look on you. Thank you. You look the same as ever as well. You want me to find that guy who, you know, with the eyebrows and do something to him? If you could, that would be nice, but not in my capacity as the ruler, just for me. If you see him, feel free to hurt him and then undo it and hurt him again. Will do. They seem to have an understanding.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm. Yeah, so Penelope will wave to Lucretia and then rejoin the group.
Okay.
All right, guys. She's not showing the others the back of her hand right now. She's like, this would be a good point to mention that her outfit has pockets.
Hooray.
Yay!
Yeah, she walks up and she's got her hands in her pockets, and she's like, "All right, so I've talked to Lucretia. I even got to talk to the ruler a little bit, which was pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm good here. If you guys have other things you want to go do or see or try and do, Aiden, I know you wanted to look for stuff.
Yes.
Anna's.
I just need information, so I'm not entirely sure where to go and get that
Oh, what kind of information?
information about the whole area. Maybe someone has maps or something,
Right.
or maybe someone's heard about the other masters, can point us in the direction. Anything.
Well, I'm up for wherever you guys want to go first.
Well,
I
Aiden, you were the one that suggested Residuum in the first place, so
Right.
maybe we should go do your errand first.
Need to go to the jewelry store if that's okay.
If there is one. I'm sure there is.
I'm pretty sure there will be. There's a lot of gems in this place, I would take it, seeing it's just a lot of lost stuff. He like pulls Annis to the side for a moment. Hey, I
Yes.
think I'm gonna borrow the guys to have like a hula hoop Wednesday meeting if you catch my drift.
It's Tuesday, Aiden.
We're gonna have it a day early.
Okay. Are you suggesting that we split the party?
Just let us run the errand to the jewelry store real fast. Could you ask around for me if you've seen which way like the centaur tribes go around here? We're pretty nomadic people.
Sure. I guess I can try and find a pub or something and start from there.
Yeah, I want to say there's that dryad you could talk to. Maybe they've seen something, or the Waffle House.
There's the Waffle House. That's true.
They were prepared for me to show up in there. I'm just
Yeah, when I'm asking around, I'll ask about the center. Sure.
yeah. I won't be long. Just I'm gonna have a moment with them.
I
Maybe
guess.
gives you a nudge.
Okay. I guess I can take Buck and Diana with me.
I think you take like Penelope and the rest of them. He's specifically targeting Freddie and Derek right now.
Oh, good. That makes me feel great.
Oh, absolutely.
Ennis is sweating. Like,
That's why he
okay.
nudged you and did like we're having a hula Wednesday week.
All right. I guess let's go find some information then.
He looks to Penelope. He winks very slowly.
Why are you
Wink.
looking at me? I wasn't over here. I'm still not over there.
I thought you came back.
Yeah, but you pulled Annis aside.
Oh, well, he's come back to wink at you very
Why are
slowly.
you winking at me?
He
Okay,
thumbs
well,
up.
Aiden, she's married.
Well, she taught me how to do that.
But why are you winking at me?
Okay. First things first, we need to find where the jewelry store is for you, and then we need to find somewhere to get in.
Okay. Like, are you looking for like book information or like people information? Because
People information. I'm looking to see if anyone has made any maps of Dreams End, or
I mean, is there a cartographer?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Maybe
Looks
there's a
over at
library.
Enon.
Maybe there's a library here somewhere. sort of big marketplace. We only really saw this church.
Yeah,
And
so let's go look around and see if we can find like a library
and that greenhouse
Ooh.
and the
or
Waffle House. We
like
saw like 3 places.
yeah, let's see if we can find a library or like a pub or something.
I say, do we want to? Is there like a where are we spending the night? Is the first question. Like, is there like
Oh, and
a
we need
inn?
to find an inn too.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, if we find an
Yeah.
inn, we could either find each other at the library because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna take long, or we
Yeah,
just meet at the inn.
Yeah, let's find an inn and then you can go do your jewelry thing. Is anybody going with you for the jewelry thing?
The boy.
Ah, yes. I'm gonna take Freddie,
apparently.
and I'm gonna take Derek. He just looks at them.
Freddie
You
looks
both with me.
back very confused.
Excellent.
What?
Is it just
He specifically just wants to talk to them about something. And Ennis looks distressed, but she has her back turned to the 3 of them.
Diana looks over at Anna's like
She's
What is-
whispering, but
what
I'm not going to whisper. Don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's planning. I'm a little afraid, but I'm just going to let it happen.
do you want me to try and go with them? I can
This is a boys only meeting.
Send Buck. You can
That
stealth.
seems like a bad plan.
Yeah,
I would
know.
gladly take Buck. Who looks over at Buck.
Where are we going? What's up?
Oh, you okay? Jewelry meeting. Wednesday, day early. You in?
What's Hula Hoop Wednesday?
Oh dear.
Oh, he pulls out the hula hoop. Oh, we've got hula hoop to do on the way over.
How
you're
do you
breaking it.
use that?
Like this, and he just starts hula hooping with the fucking.
It's hypnotically strange.
Thank you. I've practiced hard.
So I guess it's all the boys are going with Haydn, and we're all going to have a girls' night.
Hey, it's Penelope's
Oh,
dream.
yeah.
She's rid of all the guys.
What?
I said it's Penelope's dream. She's rid of all the guys. It's just wife harem now.
Penelope has her wife. She's fine.
Okay, let's leave them to their own thing, and let's find an inn and somewhere to
Okay,
get
so-
information. And
I'm assuming we're finding that together first, so we can.
So I guess Team Testosterone is gonna go do
Jewelry
weird shit.
shopping.
Fuck yeah, Team Testosterone. We're getting nice rings and shit.
And then we're
necklaces.
gonna go let the boys go get their matching promise rings so that they can be like, yes, we're going to be bros forever. At least I
Why
assume
is this
that's
happening to
what
me?
yeah, which one was that?
Oh, that was absolutely Freddie, who does not understand any of what's going on right now. He has never heard of Hula Hoop Wednesday. He doesn't know why Aiden is pulling him aside. Like,
Yeah.
he knows that Aiden doesn't like him based on that one time on the boat where he was threatened. Like, he does not know what's going on.
We got first of all, Aiden made it very clear he doesn't hate him. He just said, "Don't hurt his girl Annis." He
And now
wouldn't
you're
say
taking him
otherwise.
off with, like, Stabby Cousin and the guy who thinks he's from a comic book.
Okay, it's bro bonding time. Okay, he's got to get fit in with the group now. It's Freddy initiation. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Ennis is going to put on a less distressed face and be like, "It's important to Aiden to have close male friendships.
Facts.
Please do this."
I don't have any other guys in my age group.
If he
She
tries
makes
to
eye
haze me, I'm
contact
going
with
to fly
Aiden.
away.
She makes eye contact with Aiden. Try not to be too weird.
It's too late, Annis. You know I'm weird.
I said too weird.
Oh, well, I've got 2 hooves, or 4. I'm already over 2. Let's do this.
I don't fully remember what I said last night because I was drunk. So please don't murder them.
I mean, I remember what you said when I talked to you.
Let's go find stuff, guys.
Let's find the tavern or the.
Residuum.
All right.
I am Annis Greenleaf. I am a master in the girl law. Come for me.
But yeah,
We're
well, if
still
we find an inn, yeah,
Yeah,
All right.
we're still
Sure.
for 5 seconds.
Great idea.
For 5 seconds.
No, for more than 5 seconds.
We got to go to an inn together.
Are we meeting back up at the church, I guess?
Well, I thought we were going to an inn so we
No,
could
we're
at least
finding an
know.
inn.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our base of operations, I suppose.
Right, but they don't know where the inn is, so they're just gonna wander around lost.
That's why we were all gonna.
That's
go
why we're
find
finding,
one
yeah.
together, and then we split off.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're finding the inn. Got it.
Yeah.
We go find the
Okay.
local Sheraton of Residuum.
Roll an investigation, and we will see what quality of place you find. Well, first of all, who's taking lead on this? Because you can't all be wandering off in different directions. Who is the
Now we're
leader?
wondering who's the most observant.
I'm gonna put Diana in charge of looking.
I have a +4 to investigation.
Can
I
you not help?
don't know what I have.
I mean, Inan wants to see what you guys can find on your own. This is a lesson.
That's fair. Oh, that's fair. He's probably having fun. Yeah. Oh.
Out of the Penelope probably has the most experience with hotels out of all of us.
You know, that's fair.
Aiden
She's
definitely doesn't. Annis doesn't.
does she have like a
Vivian,
membership
Yeah,
that she can
that's why I'm
board.
suggesting either one of them.
Yeah.
hear me out?
Just based on what I see, I'm going to have Penelope do that role.
She can just tell by glancing which hotels are the good ones and which ones are going to have bed bugs, which ones have free breakfast.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's a little hard to get your bearings here because it seems like most of the signs are, a little weird, but also like this place doesn't have a logical layout. It's not like there's a whole bunch of these places around each other. But after walking for a few minutes as a group, you come across a Motel 6, except when you look at it a little bit closer, you see that apparently the sign is broken in a weird way, so it's a Motel 9.
I love that. I
no.
love that.
Can Diana help her?
Diana can also help her look if you want. If you think you can do better than a Motel 9.
Maybe I'll find a Motel 10.
Hey yo.
That was also Penelope. Sorry, my bad.
If we
Hold on.
something adventure zone.
I know this shocks all of you.
Oh my god, y'all are just struggling. Hold on. Can I just roll for funsies? Because I got a 0.
You
I
can
feel
roll
like
for
this is the
funsies, but it won't
pattern.
change anything.
Oh wait, I think this is. Why did it give me the Anon dice?
Oh.
Hold on, well, it rolled out. Hilariously, it was a 19. So.
Oh.
All right. You may roll, and we will see what a non-season does not tell you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Rude.
Investigation. Let's go. Dirty 20.
All right.
He's just watching all of them.
He's just watching you
struggle.
as you wander through this stuff, and he's like, huh, I wonder if that place is nice. Oh, that one seems like, ooh, that one looks like a Ryokan. That's probably nice. Anyway, they don't seem to notice
Oh
it.
my god.
Hemlock also got a 20.
Hemlock
Fucking
found
yes.
all the places with continental breakfast, and is going to be
absolutely.
visiting them regardless of where you're staying.
Oh my
Okay,
Does he
god.
you know
pass
what?
along the information? Or
No,
All right, hold on.
no.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Johnny got a solid 10.
That's a good normal roll, okay? That's a nice halvesy.
Yeah.
Fucking crying. We are. Oof.
Yeah, you've not found a great collection of hotels, but you know what? It's a motel. The door's right there to
Motel
the
9.
outside. Motel 9 it
Hey.
is. The rates are affordable. The rooms only sometimes smell like tobacco. You've got a cleansing stone. You can make it work.
I'm just fully picturing a Schitt's Creek moment where it's like, all right, I would like you to put us in your best suite, preferably the presidential suite. This is a motel.
Oh my god.
Like, no.
well, we're only here for a night, so I guess this is fine.
Is it too late to go take a refuge in the church?
You could always go camping.
There is the hut. I forgot about the hut.
It's gonna be like hobos in the city.
We'd
No,
go out into the
okay.
country.
Look, you've got a cleansing stone. I've got a tiny hut. It'll be fine. Wait, hold on, Aiden.
Yeah.
Doesn't it on? Can't he see shit?
Yeah.
Could he not find us something better? Why didn't we ask him to do this?
It probably, we got to do things, and then We
What does
failed.
that even mean?
We failed, didn't we?
All right.
It's over.
Okay. Let's not rent any rooms yet. Let's just meet back here. Maybe while we're out, we'll
Meet at
find
the
somewhere
church?
better.
Yeah.
I swear, it's only gonna take a few minutes, and he looks over at Annis. Thumbs up. So meet back here by the church?
No,
Why,
at the
Where are we
Motel
supposed
at the
9.
Motel
Motel
9.
9.
Meet
Okay,
back
we're
here
at
at the
Motel.
Motel 9. We're gonna go
Okay.
try and find some information.
Okay.
Maybe there's a pub here that has rooms upstairs. I don't know.
So yeah, checking in at the Motel 9, you can get it relatively easy with your cursed gold, as Hemlock, you now are aware, is decursing it as you're giving it to people.
No good.
So yeah, and you pay for. How many rooms are you getting? Normally I
don't need a
wouldn't
room.
ask, but you guys are in weird social time now, so I am.
Okay, Penelope and Johnny want their own room.
How big are the rooms?
That's a good question.
They have, your options are a pair of twin beds or a single queen bed.
Oh, what are we doing with Aiden?
I can sleep on the roof.
You can, if you wish, sleep in the Motel 9 stables.
Not the Holy Pretense. Wait, are there other centaurs currently staying?
They don't seem to be staying at the Motel 9, but it seems like it is equipped for people who have steeds and or other animals.
Okay, they know
so,
better. They know better.
Annis, I assume you want to share a room with Derek? Or Freddie? Or both?
I'm gonna sleep in the stables. I'll keep Aiden company.
Oh my god.
Well, okay, this just made things a lot more.
Okay, Derek, Freddie, you guys are gonna share a room.
I don't think that's a good idea.
That's what's gonna happen. Unless you want to pay for individual rooms for everybody, that is what is happening.
Hear me out.
I have uncursed gold.
Well, where's
So-
Morgan gonna sleep? Why not with Annis and Diana?
2 twin beds.
I mean, I figured.
Well, you just said you
Diana-
and Johnny and you were alone, right?
I'm going to
Johnny
be
and
building
I
my
were
own little hut in whatever room we set up in.
And then
Ooh.
Diana and Morgan can share a room, I guess.
You could let all of us stay together. Just point
Okay.
to
You know what? We're renting 5 rooms. I don't
No.
know who's going into what room, but nobody seems to be able to agree on anything.
I'm sharing.
Maybe this is why there's going to be a huge threat to the Grail War. Huh?
I already said I'll keep Aiden company in the stables. I'll just sleep in the hay. It's fine.
Okay, well, I'm paying for 5 rooms. So,
maybe we'll find somewhere else.
You know what? Go sleep in the fucking hay.
Maybe we'll find somewhere else while we're out gathering information. Maybe the jewelry store has some rooms. I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you're getting 5 rooms.
Yes.
Roll 5d20.
Oh dear.
Oh god. And then you rolled everything that is 1. Oh no. Oh.
Huh.
So Penelope and Johnny are gonna get the room that is a 20.
Of course.
Oh,
Of
I thought that was
course.
payment. Okay. Oh.
No.
Um,
So yeah, the 20 room is really nice. It's been recently cleaned. It has like, contrary to the way that they were advertised, this room has a king bed, and
Ooh.
yeah, it's got a tiny little mini fridge. It's got a CRT television, but it has HBO.
Ooh.
And it only has
Somehow.
some of the rolling lines on it, and that's how you know it's the best one. The other 4 are probably what you expected out of a Motel 9. The room that you rolled a 1 on in particular is missing its television, but you can see where it used to be because it was clearly ripped off of the wall.
Oh
And
no.
if you're wondering where it is, it's in the room with a 2, where it is being used to prop the bathroom door open because the bathroom door sticks otherwise.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm
Christ.
staying in. I'll just sleep in the stables. Fine.
Okay, so our final room layouts are Johnny and I in this room. She points to the nice room.
Yeah.
And then Diana, you can have the 8 room all to, you can have room 8 all to yourself. I guess Belle and Morgan can stay in there with you. I don't know. In room 6, that's where we'll put Jarek and Freddie. I guess Buck is in that bottle again. You guys can fight over the remaining 2. I don't care.
Nah.
But yeah, so
What?
this is where we will meet back after Aiden is done jewelry shopping with his bros.
Yeah.
And after we go find information.
Great start to the Grail War.
Hooray.
You know, it's yeah.
Okay.
We're
So
great.
what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have each of the groups again pick a leader, and we will use their investigation check to see what you find, and I will tell you what you find, and then we will probably wrap up for now before we start big crazy scenes.
Aiden's gonna whisper to Penelope. He'll be like, "It's team building, Penelope. We're gonna get this great."
I don't care.
Okay.
All right, so Aiden, give me your investigation check, and we will see how effective you are in finding a place that sells jewelry.
I'm going to just take point for the other.
Okay.
I'm gonna guide
3.
All right. So
I'm
Aiden,
casting guidance on myself, so
I
I can.
can't roll higher. And others. Oh yeah.
So I rolled a 19. Oh, a 23.
yeah,
Yay.
and your information gathering.
Yep.
Okay. So for Aiden, you are looking around for, a place that sells jewelry and gemstones and stuff like that. And so you're asking around for directions as Freddie and Derek awkwardly walk side by side behind you.
Buck
Um,
is
Buck is also there, but he's not walking awkwardly. He's just looking around at all the crazy shit that you're finding because your journey has taken you to what is possibly the sketchiest part of Residuum. And not that Aiden knows it, but every now and then when people hear you're walking around looking for jewelry, someone walks up to you from the side with like a trench coat or something and a wide variety of amazing watches and gems that they would
Oh,
love
they've
to
got
show
the.
you. But
Ooh.
as it turns out, um, yeah, they never quite reach you because the other 3 people with you understand what's going on and intercept them with varying degrees of threats.
This is the best team building that
So as
nothing
you're
is.
walking through making a giant mark target on yourself, you have like essentially a church executor and a street justice vigilante hero and an actual honest to God thief genie man floating around behind you threatening people with knives if they get too close.
I think this bonding's going great.
This is the weirdest version of what would essentially be spirit guardians you've ever seen.
Oh my god.
And you just continue to wander for a bit. You don't actually find
Damn it.
the shop based on
No.
that roll, but you're getting a
I know.
lot of attention.
Well, hey, I guess that's the you see the centaur part of the what you're gonna find out, I guess.
You're definitely
Yeah,
getting
he's lost.
attention.
He's lost.
Yeah, you are very lost. And Anon seems to be entertained. So it's all good.
How's the Anna's side doing? Besides
Anna's
the look.
um with her roll of a 23, looking for places that have information. You were wandering through a much nicer part of town. where it would appear that people with money or interest in the arts or education, actual like patrons in the traditional sense, wander. And what you come across in your search is an area that catches Penelope and Diana's eyes because it is a large, flat pool of water located, like this is like the size of a city block. And on this pool of water rests a building. And this building is seemingly floating on the water as far as you can tell from the street. And there are a number of stones that seem to have been like kind of like cobblestone style placed in there so that people can walk across the water and enter the building if they so wish. And there is a big symbol on that building that I am now going to show people.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I see.
let's get that picture for you. And I think at least one of you will know what that picture means.
It's the Fantasy Grounds logo.
Oh,
Not quite.
I don't know. It hasn't loaded.
Oh, I'm
so
like-
just
No,
like,
it hasn't popped up yet. I have to. The process
all
of
I have.
sharing images has changed a little bit, so I have to do it a little differently than I used to.
The funny thing is that the seedy part of town would be a good place to gather information, and the part of town we're in is probably where the jewelry shop.
yeah.
actually is.
I'm like, we're on
Yeah.
opposite ends, and it's killing me.
Oh, you have no idea.
It's. I feel like what's gonna happen is it's that one scene in like Scooby Doo where they have to run back and run across each other and be like, switch out, switch out.
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh, fuck you! I knew it was gonna be that. God dang it! Oh, I knew you were gonna throw that in there.
Yeah, you have found the Church of Eldath
Penelope would know. I don't
resting
think
on the
that-
water pool in the nice part of town.
I wanted you to know that like that was actual like that was one of my commune questions is where's the fucking church? Like,
Yep.
where's my lady's church?
This is your
Well, y'all
lady's
found it
church,
first.
and
You
they
found
found
it
it
first.
first.
Well, that's okay because apparently I guess I'm getting info now.
Oh
We
yeah.
just total reversed.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, guys, look!
Like, y'all would recognize it if you looked at his neck.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you've seen this before. He's not shy about showing it to you.
Nope.
oh, it's the church of his watery lady,
Eldath.
Eldath.
Yeah,
Well, I guess when we meet back up with him, we should tell him it's here.
yeah. I want to go inside. and see what they have.
Sure, maybe they'll have
Morgan
information
pipes
for
up.
us.
I wonder how she's been.
Huh?
Morgan pipes up. I wonder how she's been.
Oh, jeez. I mean, I really only met her the once. She seemed nice.
Oh wait, you got to meet her?
Kind of.
Oh, that's
She
cool.
was a
Remember that
tux.
time that I was spying on you guys? No, it was only spying on
I did. Yeah.
Hayden.
Yup.
Let's go inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go inside, you see that there are a number of worshipers, and there's a priest who is, in fact, a giant fish man.
Fucking God.
I love
And
him.
I have a picture of him. Hold on.
Oh no.
I'm like, are we talking like a
Reverse
Sayers
mermaid.
fishman, or
Absolutely.
is
Absolutely.
it more of like one of the merfolk?
It's the first people I'm thinking of. I'm so ready for this. I'm dang we
It's the guy from Shape of Water.
All
The
right.
internet was like basically horny for a while.
look, it's me.
That was
I am the
weird.
internet.
That is very weird of you. All
I regret nothing.
right. Is not that one. Come on. I have too many pictures.
Uh
That'll work. Yeah. Ignore the label on it, but here you go. Looks like this.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
He's so majestic. Oh my god.
And he
Damaged
sees you coming
Triton.
in, and he smiles, and he walks boldly across the inside of this large area. And he is very tall. And he looks over to the lot of you, and then he says in a big, booming voice that reminds you of the sounds of the storms at sea. Hello, brothers, and welcome to the Church of Eldath.
Why does he sound like Macho Man Randy Savage?
Why doesn't
Why indeed? And we'll pick up on that next time.
I can't believe we really are on opposite sides right now. That is a.
I'm very entertained.
I'm like, damn, that's where I need to be, and y'all need to be over here. Well, I mean, Buck is here. This is his natural territory.
Honestly, you did bring a good group of people for the place where you ended up. It's just not the objective that you had.
Oh no! I just wanted to get some gems and skedaddle back. Like literally.
And if you had
in and
rolled
out.
better than like a 3, you might have.
You said it's only going to take a few minutes, and I'm like, I bet.
I know. I had to roll low again.
That was very
in
funny.
this exact moment.
But yeah, when we get back, we'll let each of your respective sides pick up on what you're doing, and one of you will at the very least get information, and the other one, who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, bond building? Yay!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Excellent.
You weren't entirely okay. Real talk. You weren't entirely wrong on spaghetti necklaces. It's gonna be the bro. Like we're gonna get this shit fixed moment.
What?
You were like, oh yeah, they're gonna get rings, and I was like, oh yes, the spaghetti necklaces. Let's go.
They're making friendship bracelets and or
Exactly.
fighting off thugs.
I was just like, what the fuck? Spaghetti like spaghetti necklace. What?
Have you ever craft made the spaghetti necklaces at camp or something?
You mean the macaroni noodle necklace?
Yeah.
That's not a spaghetti necklace. I just
It's-
pictured you putting like cooked spaghetti on your neck.
Oh, that'll be fun. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up for now, but we will resume later, and entertainment shall occur.
Oh my lord.
I
All
would
right.
like if Anon stepped in at some point with these directions. He's
mean,
fucking us all up. Damn.
Look, he's the only one of you who knows how to get back.
Oh no.
Our objective is to be seen here so that we can draw out the butcher.
I mean, yeah, I did that.
He's playing to the plan. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap the stream. So good night, internet recording.
Good night.
Good night, internet.